Alrighty. I got the heater on out here. There's old Gus. What's up, Gus? He's kind of pink. Got my little heater on for a little while, just kind of warming up. Got that all set. It's flooded. That's exactly what it's supposed to be set to. Is flooded. It looked like it was maintenance free, and I knew it wasn't a maintenance free because talking about my battery. Because the way it was the labels on there, it's crazy. It's not even focusing in. But anyways, so asking a few of the other friends, it's semi-sealed, but if I tip that over, it will spill out. So there's that. Got look at that. Got some wires already hooked up to the 12 volt, and lo and behold, I got my fan finally hooked up. Finally. God, I've had this in for almost a year. Good to go. Anyways, got the trim put on, kind of cleaned it up a little bit. Let me see here. My phone is not zooming in. It's kind of, never seen that before. Anyways, yeah, I kind of hate that. It'll be alright though. For now, I don't need to worry about it. It looks alright. Anyways, that's that. I gotta just come back on. So I'm just gonna stop this little clip right here. And I just want to show that I finally got that done. Hopefully next project is that seal right there. And I have enough down there to be able to do that. But I just want to hurry and show this real quick. Everything's getting put together like it's supposed to. Hopefully I need to get something to run from here to there for my power strips over here. That one down here is a shore power. And then should be ready to start moving some of my equipment in here, start driving this beast. And I was going to show this real quick. How about this here the other day? Plugs in. I kind of wished the outlet was on the back side so I could plug it in somehow like that and then have everything else. You really don't want that much plugged into this, but you make sure you got a good 15 amp 10-15 amp extension cord or strip. That's the problem. You can't like plug that into something like this. Or down here, you almost got to have a, let me pull that cap off, gotta have a power strip to do this because it just falls off. But it does have a USB, fast charge USB there, thermal overload protected, which my understanding is these inverters sometimes they don't like those kind of overload protection, resettable switches on those things. But okay, that's it. I didn't really want to drag this out too much. I just show them a little bit more progress. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oh, Gus. Trying to decide if he wants to go outside or stay inside. I'm just still out here in my Stepvan. Kind of cleaning up my mess. Now that I got the inverter and stuff hooked up, I got to clear out a bunch of this stuff. I have a roll-away toolbox I'm going to put over here. This is all temporary. I got to find a way to where I can mount it to where it's going to be able to be removable for whenever I decide to take this out and do stuff. Picked up a power strip. Yeah, I'm going to run wire from over there to over here, but because it's got plugs and outlets in there, I'm probably going to have something where I can just have it plugged in, or I don't know, I may just do a power strip. Just give me that's 10-foot cord right there. Run the cord up around, my whole box from the wall back is 14 foot. And so I can just drop it somewhere over here. I may keep it up kind of high because I don't want stuff to get in the outlet itself, or maybe do it so it's vertical. Yeah, got a mess. Let me step back here. Got a whole bunch of junk in here I need to clear out now that I'm finally able to start using the van for its intended purpose. By the way, you know, I always struggle for lighting. You know, you've heard me in a couple videos talking about the light. This is a perfect light for what I'm doing out here to keep, you know, I need general light. Eventually I'm going to do puck lights, you know, just two down there, two down here, and I'll just see how it goes up here in the center. I want to do it, and I'll use this probably just straight over the bench. Maybe even make it part of the bench. I don't know. The bench is solid. I got so much weight on the passenger side of the vehicle that the vehicle kind of leans. So I got to balance things out. You know, that's why I say my toolbox will go over here on this side, probably up against over here somewhere I can mount it and fasten it. All this stuff can get taken away. But I also want to make this kind of like a cool place to hang out. So, you know, like I say, I want chairs. I want like a little lounge area. If I am doing locksmithing and I have a customer that wants to come in and hang out, you know, I can have a little pot of coffee going, a little electric pot of coffee or something. I think I hear Gus going. There you go, Gus. But you know, that's kind of what I've been thinking about. Excuse me. Hey, you don't like loud noise. Yeah, I was gonna show this. I picked this up and I got that power strip. This is a little light here, LED. I got rubber gloves on because my hands are so dry. I put lotion on them. But low wattage. I don't know exactly how many watts, but it's like next to nothing. Didn't even show when I plugged it into my inverter. You know, didn't hardly show anything. Less than an amp, I guess. So I got that kind of neat. Keep that from getting dust all over that. But I'm gonna put that over here somehow, somewhere. All these tools are gonna get put in a toolbox. I just had it out here for easy convenience. I can just reach over here and get a screwdriver or whatever. I'm going to do another shout out. I did some shout outs, I think, in the last video. You know, I miss a few. I can't do every channel I watch. Most of it's probably boring to most people. I like watching mythology, stuff like that. It's ice outside right now. So, I mean, exploration stuff. I love abandoned places type videos. That's one of the things in my dreams is if me and my wife was ever able to travel around, to go out and hit the back roads, find abandoned properties, you know, and with permission, you know, see if I can go look at old farmhouses, old barns, stuff like that, you know. And they always got that rule, you know, you go there, you leave everything there, you don't take nothing, don't hurt nothing, you know, it's like you were never there. But I like the stories behind those old places, you know, yeah, turn of the century homes that who knows how many families lived there, all the stuff they'd seen, all the stuff they'd done. I'm sorry, I'm just wandering around while I'm talking. Anyway, so I'll do a quick, these are, let's see, I got 6 names I'm going to call out. And, you know, I don't think most of them even watch my channel. I don't care. You want to know what kind of stuff interests me. And like I said in the previous videos, I don't really, man, look at that. I'm not a van lifer. I would love to be a van lifer. My wife doesn't buy into it like I do, but I think, you know, we're at a point where our kids have graduated. My youngest is in the Air Force, and, you know, he's home for his Exodus leave right now, and he's going back here this next weekend on January 3rd. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, hang out and do some stuff with him until he goes back. But, you know, for me, the name of the game is kind of slowly downsize. Find a way to slowly downsize. And, you know, that's some other channels I've been watching lately. It's just trying to get to where I don't have as much stuff. And I got, you know, tools is one thing. I can always use tools, and, you know, there's some things you can rent, so I don't need to buy high dollar stuff sometimes. I can rent stuff. But there's other tools that, you know, you got to have on hand, especially if you do any trades, you know, any crafts. I'm going to do some ring making videos out here too, here in the next week or two, maybe sooner. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. It's kind of cold today. Stuff don't bend that easy when it's cold. But anyways, so here's some of the names. I'm going to Van Man Cat. I just started watching him. He's got maybe about a dozen videos, maybe more. I'm not exactly sure. I don't have his channel right in front of me, but I had to write these down so I wouldn't forget. I meant to call him out on the last one. Real cool guy. I believe he's in Vegas, right around, or no, Arizona, around Phoenix, Arizona, somewhere around there. I didn't catch it all, but he's a cool guy. He's building the van out right now, and he's living in it. He just did the insulation, I think, and he's trying to. He had a big cat thing in the back window, big cat picture, but he's got a cat. Real cool guy. I just started watching his channel, and so I'll shout out to him. Adventure Time Louie, that's another one I watch. I just started watching her. It's her and her mother. They travel around, and they just bought a van. They got about $9,000 worth of investment in this whole thing, and they decided to just downsize. They wanted to travel around and do some adventuring. Cool channel, and I think they, sometimes when it pulls up in my videos, it doesn't show them in order, but I'm actually in the middle of watching one right now where she's talking about downsizing and what it takes to downsize and how she got a bunch of money for the stuff that she's decided to get rid of. That's kind of my thing, speaking of downsizing. I've thought about just kind of like putting out there that, hey, we got all kinds of stuff, that if people want to make an appointment to come by and first come, first served, we'll just do a tour, and anything you see in our house that you want, just make an offer, and if it's real special to us, it'll cost a little bit more, or maybe cost next to nothing. But I don't think my wife could ever do that right now. She's kind of still in that nesting mode where she's still making the house feel like home for her. To me, it's like I'm ready to downsize, but there's a lot of memories in our house, so I can't really. It's like I want to downsize, but there's also that part of me that's like, man, all our memories are right here in this house with our kids growing up, the pets we've had and have gone, past us. They passed away, but this is not our cat. He lives with us, but his name is Gus, and he's a stray. But he just we let him stay in our garage because it's warmer. Okay, on van life mode, wonderful people, and they've been traveling around. I'm not exactly sure where they're at right now. They did a nice little Christmas thing. A little ASMR. They got cool. I love their build. It's so fluid. I like the hippie-ish kind of stuff. I don't. When I see people build out their vans, I don't like the Sprinter builds where everything looks like the latest and greatest, brand newest stuff. Perfect woodworking. I mean, that's all beautiful stuff. And when you're deciding to sell a house and you want to have a home on wheels, I get it. I get all those amenities, but it's like I like going into a workshop that has tools and projects kind of laying around. It's always in the middle of something, seeing the cool little tools and the little things that you just I like that kind of stuff. So that's just me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with fancy $80,000 Sprinter builds. I mean, you can build them for a lot less, but the Ford Transits, the Dodge ProMasters, those are all cool vehicles. I'm not knocking them. I'm really not. It's not my thing. I like, where it's like I like old stuff. I like vintage. I like multi-purpose. I like things that, they worked 50 years ago and they still work now. The old heaters. And I mean, granted, these probably not the safest to wade through. Everyone's doing the diesel heaters now. I might consider doing that too. But anyways, back to my list. Sorry, I digress. But anyway, van life mode. They got a cool van, cool build. They're doing, they're as minimal as you can get, in a van. They have just what they need and it works. And I like the stuff that they cook a lot of weird food. So a lot of people don't like cooked videos. I do. I mean, I like, when they do stuff. Van life, Gina Payne, she's always doing her stuff on her little Blackstone. I don't want a Blackstone. I'm going to I got skilts, here and there. When I want to start doing stuff like that, I'll just throw something on there. But, whatever makes your life easier, then the cool stuff, all the prices are getting lower, or at least more, you're getting more for your money. With stuff, especially as van life grows. And I'm not saying because I'm van life, but if I want to just hit the road and go travel around a little bit, that stuff's more common, more easier to find, and it's a better price. So, Abandon Explorer, that's a cool one. There's a whole bunch of those type of channels. Exploration Unknown, Explore with Us, but Abandon and Explorer, they got some cool stuff, cool sites they go to, cool places that they show. Different, some of the history. And sometimes they travel around the world, but I like watching that kind of stuff. 20-30 minute videos. I don't like going over 30 minutes personally. Casey Roman, and she's got a cool channel. If you start with her very beginning, when she had her Dodge ProMaster, she traveled around. Cool places. I love when they travel around. I like Southwest stuff. I like Texas. I used to live in Texas when I was a kid. Arizona. I don't remember living in Arizona, but apparently I had lived there down around Tucson when I was a kid. But I love places like that. The little small towns that time forgot kind of places. She went to all kinds of places like that. Anyways, she's not living in a van now. She's living in a fifth wheel pull behind. She's got her big old truck. She calls it Bob. Which is funny because I go by Odin's Lock, but my real name is Bob, and so everyone says Bob's your uncle. Why? I'm someone's uncle. I'm Bob. I'm someone's uncle, but it seems like a lot of Bobs work on stuff too. So I don't know. It must be a Bob thing. I don't know. But Casey's cool. She's pretty spirited. She's very. She tells you how it is. That's what I like. She's point blank. She doesn't mind, complaining about stuff and coming up with her own solutions with things. But she's also very, very well put together on how she does stuff. She used to be a news reporter. And anyways, Tom Green. Everyone's kind of heard of the name. And if you've never really seen any of his movies, probably the weirdest one I've ever seen, I don't even remember what it's called, but he was, I think James Caan was his father in the movie, and he was trying to find a job, and he could never get a job. And so his dad comes home one day, and he sees him with these strings and sausages hanging around, and he's like, "Daddy, you want some sausage? Daddy, would you want some sausage?" And he always had some weird stuff, You have to see the show. I just did it. Yeah, I just run to telling you that. But anyways, Tom Green, but I'm bringing him up because he's doing van life stuff now, where he's traveling around. He's got drone shots. He's got his own little music studio in his I don't know if it's a Sprinter or a ProMaster. I think it's a Dodge ProMaster, but he's got a little music studio in there, and he cuts out some tunes every now and then. It's pretty cool. And he's traveling with a dog. Everyone's got a dog out there, or a cat or something. But pretty cool channel he's got. I've really been impressed with it. And anyways, so that's where I'm at. I have a friend, Gina Payne. She was talking about having brake problems. She pulled the cap off of her master cylinder. I'm going to close the door quick. It's kind of cold. She pulled the cap off her master cylinder, but I could tell there's rust all over the top of the brake booster in the master cylinder. And those things will vent too when you hit the brakes. I'm sure they vent a little bit, so brake fluid is caustic in itself. But if you have spongy brakes, you've got contamination or you got air in your lines. And if you're losing fluid, I always say look behind your wheels, the wheel wells, and you can usually see fluid dripping on either the wheel rim itself or around the drum itself. If you're ever looking behind your wheels. Anyways, right here for mine, but there you'll see some fluid. Yeah, I guess you always want to go in, then you want to go out. But anyways, I was going to say if she watches this, I did send her a message to check that. So I don't know. I'm just rambling. I'm gonna hopefully get this cleaned up, start making it look more like I'm going to be using it. Now it's just been kind of a big toolbox on wheels. But anyways, I'll get off here. Thanks for watching. Talk to y'all later. Stay warm. Stay safe. Bye-bye.